The father of Alex Ferree and Tom Bateman in car number 88. 3 late model heat races, 10 laps each. And the green is out. Miley and Dawson wheel to wheel for the lead in turn 2. It's Dawson with the lead down the back straightaway. Miley second, Ferree third. Zarin moves to fourth, and Doug Dodd to fifth in car number 84. Miley challenging Dawson for the lead in turn 4. Battle for third. Zarin and Ferree down the front stretch into turn number 1. It's still the Walco Tape 67 being chased by the Calusi Chevrolet 99, and Alex Ferree up to third. Jim Zarin is fourth. Ed Ferree has moved to fifth in car number 4. Alex now down on the inside, challenging Ben Miley for second as they race off of 4 down the front stretch into turn 1. Young Alex Ferree has really got hooked up here the last month or so. He's still third, but putting the pressure on Ben Miley for second as Rick Dawson runs with the lead, and Jim Zarin sits in fourth. Ed Ferree is fifth. Then it's Dodd, Sherlock, and Bateman. Off of 4, we got ourselves a 3-car battle for the lead. Rick Dawson, Ben Miley, and Alex Ferree. 3 laps down. 3 down and 7 to go. Dawson, Miley, Ferree, Zarin, and Ed Ferree. The top 5 stays the same. Miley down on the inside, pressuring Dawson for the lead in the 4th turn. Ferree right behind him in 3rd. Ed Ferree has closed on Jim Zarin in the battle for 4th. Alex Ferree goes back to the outside. Look how quickly he picks it up on the outside down the back straight. He had to back out because he ran out of racetrack. I don't think Ben Miley was aware he was out there. Off of 4, Miley gets loose coming off, and Ferree moves to second. Ben is now third. Ed Ferree fourth, and Jim Zarin fifth. Rick Dawson leading. Alex Ferree on the outside. He's taken that Steve Baker lane the past few weeks and found a liking up there. Also looks like the car will work down on the inside as he pressures Rick Dawson for the lead. Car length advantage for Dawson with 5 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Off the 2nd turn, though, goes Alex Ferree to the lead. That's where he was fast last Saturday night in the heat race, right on the outside. His dad has moved to 3rd now in the other number 4. Rick Dawson still 2nd. Miley is 4th. Jim Zarin runs 5th, and Doug Dodd is 6th in car 84. Through 3 and 4, Alex Ferree in front, working the inside lane. Through 3 and 4 on the outside in 1 and 2. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. Tom Bateman pitting in car 88. Alex Ferree, the cars in credit. Franklin Racing Supply 4 takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. Dawson second. Ed Ferree, who was way in the back at the start of this one, is third and not far behind Dawson now in the battle for second. Steve Baker trying to get by Ben Miley for 5th. Miley has faded here late in this heat. Not Baker, but Doug Dodd. The win will go to Alex Ferree. Dawson second, Ed Ferree third, Jim Zarin fourth, and it will be Doug Dodd getting 5th in car 84. Then it's the 14 of Ronnie Exposito and the 64 of Andy Catsellas. The 9C of Doug Crawford and the 35 of Mike Cecere. The 33 of Butch D'Antonio and the 09 of John Flinner. Nick Jones in the 15, your front row, coming to the cone off the 4th turn. And here we go. The green is out. Rick Heim and the Bobby Hennett Bullet. Double duty tonight. He's got the lead down the back straightaway. Here comes the hot dog, Doug Crawford, on the march on the inside. He loves the low side of the racetrack. He's going to second, coming off the 4th turn. Cecere in the 35, moving to 4th. Johnny Exposito in the 14 almost spins, and to avoid him, Eddie Catellus in the 64 does spin the car in the kids' meal deal. Green is out. Heim on the inside, Crawford on the outside, showing that he not only is fast down low but up high as well as he takes the lead down the backstretch. Heim second, and it's Cecere and Flinner into fourth now. Catellus and Jones battle for fifth. Cecere moves to second in the 35, dropping Rick Heim to third. John Flinner now pressuring Heim for third down the backstretch. Jones still fifth, and Catellus, D'Antonio, and Exposito. The Martin's Auto Gallery, Fathead Saloon 9C of Doug Crawford is your leader. Trying to run him down. In TD Sports Lounge, Gil's Cafe number 35 of Mike Cecere. Halfway, 5 laps to go. 5 laps remaining. He is pulling away from the field out of Castle Shannon. Doug Crawford with 3 laps to go. Flinner trying to take third away from Ricky Heim. The Auction Barn 09 putting the pressure on the 77 of Heim. 1 to go for Crawford. Flinner closes in again in the battle for third. The Martin's Auto Gallery, Fathead Saloon 9C of Doug Crawford picking up the second late model heat race. Mike Cecere second, Rick Heim gets third, Flinner is fourth, and Nick Jones will finish fifth in car 15. By the way, some of the door prizes will be given away tonight are the 6 car of Jim Lepro, and the 5, your 1999 track champion Lou Bradish. Last year's track champion driving the 04 tonight in place of B.A. Malquit, Mark Bernal. The 44 of Mark Moats, the 99 of Ricky Thomas, and the 8 of Russ Colasar making his first start at Pittsburgh this year. Also the 7. Jimmy Kudas in the 1K out of North Huntington, the 55 of Bill Nepper from Oakdale. Ready to get this heat started. Here they come off of 4, and the green is out. Stargate Industries 1K of Kudas on the inside. Then it's Nepper. Bradish is third now in the 5 car. Down the back straightaway. He closes on Kudas for second into turn number 3. Bradish down on the inside. The Medical Center brace 5 moving to second. Nepper leads. Bradish challenging for that lead, and Bernal moves to fourth in the Malquit Racing Engines Phil Lucon RevFab 04. Some real racing going on for 5th, 6th, and 7th between the 6 of Jim Lepro, the 99 of Ricky Thomas, and the 44 of Mark Moats as Nepper leads and Bradish applies the pressure. Bradish will dive hard on the inside into turn 1, but it's Nepper up top with the lead. Bradish second, but all now challenging Jim Kudis for third in the 04. Mark Benall on the inside of the 4th turn will move the 04 into the 3rd slot. Kudis is now 4th. Thomas has moved to 5th in the RL Cast Trucking number 99. Nepper leads. Bradish running his open motor car tonight. He's got the open motor under the hood. Nepper running a spec motor. He's got the bigger spoiler. Lou really loose in the middle of the turn. Looks good coming off and good getting in, but having a problem in the middle part of the corners, at least in 3 and 4. Able to run the top side through 1 and 2. But Nepper's opened up himself a little bit of a lead now. But all 3rd. Kudis 4th. Thomas runs 5th. Coming to the halfway point. 5 more laps to go. 5 more laps to go. Closing back in, and the Medical Center breaks 5. The 55 of Nepper still leads. Bradish has closed at a couple of car lengths, and he's picking up a couple of more over in turn number 2. He's right up against the wall. Lou Bradish now within a car length of race leader Bill Nepper. Benall 3rd. Kudis is 4th, and Thomas runs 5th. 3 laps to go, 3 to go. Bradish right behind. Bill Nepper drafting him down the backstretch into 3. Bradish going to try it on the outside. Nepper down low. Bradish up high as they come off of 4. 2 laps to go. Nepper pushes up a little bit in 2, and Bradish is now right on his bumper as they head down the backstretch. Still a car length back. Lou looks like he's really got his hands full at times. That car's rocked back and forth on the straights. 1 to go. Bradish is underneath Nepper coming off of 4, but it's still Nepper in front. But all is 3rd and maybe closing on the front 2 cars. Kudis is 4th. Thomas runs 5th. Here they come into 3 and 4 one more time. Bradish trying the inside, Nepper trying to protect the low side. Here they come off of 4. Bill Nepper, Lou Bradish down the front straightaway. Nepper wins by a couple of feet. If you're a Bill Nepper fan, you're certainly glad it wasn't an 11-lap race as he held on to win by 76 of Dave Wade, the 5 of George Kowatic, and the 8 of Tom Schernhofer. Brian Laraway in car number 2, and in the 73 car, Joe Zemansky from Erie. Joe Zemansky from Erie in car 73. Winter nights. You're looking to see a little racing. Green is out. We are underway in our first limited late qualifier. Jim Steffens with the lead. Brandon Waring is second. Dave Wade Motors to 3rd in car 76. Wade now to the inside. Look at Tommy Schernhofer run the 8 car in there. He went in hard and slides up high, and Willie White's back underneath him, and so is the 2 of Brian Laraway. Wade is now to 2nd in car 76. Steffens with the lead in car 84. Wade 2nd, Brandon Waring 3rd, Willie White running strong here. The rookie driver out of Penn Township over in Westmoreland County, challenging Dave Wade for second. He's got the pass made in turn 4. Wade is third. Tom Schoenhofer fourth. Brandon Waring in the 1 and George Kowatic in the 5. Battle for 5th. Laps to go, 4 to go. Folks, 2 laps to go. Steffens taking off from the pole in the Colbert's collision number 84, and he has never slowed down. Trying to lap Joe Szymanski on the final lap of this heat race. Schoenhofer getting closer and closer to that wall coming off the 4th turn in the number 8 car. Steffens trying to pass Szymanski on the back straightaway to put him a lap down, and does in turn 3. Checkered is out for Jim Steffens. Brian Laraway gets second. Dave Wade third. Tom Schoenhofer fourth. And a 5 of George Kowatic will finish 5th. Bob Preschauer in the 83, Todd Sorenzia in the 02, 00 John Pavlik, the 25 of Len Dobrashowski, the 29 of Rick Heim, and the 64 of Chuck Mowry. Ken Heim with a 14-point lead over Dobrashowski coming into tonight. Green is out. They thunder into turn number 1. Pittsburgh, Pete Laurie in front in car number 11. Todd Sorenzia is second in the 02. Len Dobrashowski moves to third in the 25. 69 John Hodgkiss, 83 Robert Preschauer. Down on the inside, the 29 of Rick Heim. Rick Heim in the 29 moving into the 4th spot. Lowry's run 29. Closing quickly on newcomer Jay Collins, who's in the fast lane and about to get his doors blown off coming off the 4th turn. Pete Laurie will lap him down the front stretch into turn number 1. Rick Heim in the 29, Todd Sorenzia in the 02, second and third now with Dobrashowski 4. So Heim, who started in the last row, is already up to second in the 29, looking to increase his points lead. John Hodgkiss in the 69 runs over the 17C of Jay Collins. Collins 4 laps down, 6 to go. Second heat race for the limited late models. Pittsburgh, Pete Laurie leads them into turn number 1. He finished second in last week's Fall Classic 40. Dobrashowski has moved to second. Rick Heim is now back in third as the battle continues there. Sorenzia is fourth in the 02. to second. Pittsburgh, Pete Laurie, the Imperial Tire and Automotive Century 3 Dodge, Quaker Steak and Lube 11 leads the Lowry's Run Automotive 29. Then it's the Slim Jim Rough Cut, Sub Express 25 of Dobroshelski, and the Todd's Auto Body 02 of Todd Sorenzi. On the outside, the Zasluck Performance 83 of Bob Freshour. Good battle going on between Freshour, Sorenzi, and John Pavlik down the back straightaway. 4th, 5th, and 6th. One more lap to go. 1 to go. Checkered flag for Pittsburgh, Pete Laurie. Ricky Himes second, Dobroshelski third. Freshour fourth, Sorenzi fifth. So Heim will extend his point lead to 16 now. He had a 14-point lead over Dobroshelski coming into the night. Since he finished 1:16, Rich Stifler in the 11, Dennis Niederreiter in the 44, Jim Plants in the 13, Bobby Bongiorni in the 67, Jim Petrell in the 84, and Mike Ross in the 9. John Murgo in the 40 comes up across the racetrack and greets a couple of his fellow competitors. And the 11 of Rich Stifler is left parked. Caution is out. Plumbing, heating, and air conditioning modifieds. Remember, folks, one call to stall takes care of it all. McCaig Street in Swissvale. And the green is out. DJ Miller in the 16 leads the way. Jim Plants in the 13 moves to second. 84, Jim Petrell is third now. And the 67 of Bobby Bongiorni and the 9 of Mike Ross. We've got darkness on half the racetrack and sunshine on the other half. Jim Petrell in the 84 trying to take second away from Jim Plants in the 13 as they're wheel-to-wheel down the back chute. Darren DJ Miller got his first career feature win about a month ago. Out in front in the number 16. Three more laps to go. Again, Jim Petrell in the 84 to the inside. Jim Plants in the 13. Plants seems to win the battle in 1 and 2. Petrell the faster in 3 and 4. Bobby Bongiorni is fourth in the 67. Mike Ross in the 9 runs fifth. Petrell again to the inside of Plants. This time Jim will lead him by a car length, coming off of 4, 2 laps to the finish. One lap to go, 1 to go. Straightaway lead for Darren DJ Miller. McClatchy Auto Concept 16 picks up the win. The M-Stall E-Mods, Jim Plant second, Jim Petrell third, Bobby Bongiorni fourth, and Mike Ross is fifth. Folks, be sure to visit our website on the internet at the scene. 14G Scott Gunn, the 17M of Russ Matika, Booty Petsko, or is that, no, that's, excuse me, the 69 of Gordon Schrader. Gordon Schrader in the 69, and the 19 is Mike Hendrickson. Mike Hendrickson in car number 19. Green is out. Larry Kugel with the lead from the pole. Jeff Broniszewski in the Tobias Towing 28 is second. Ralph Hysong Jr. right now has the 63 car in third. Now they're 3 wide for that third spot. Down on the inside comes the Tubbs Automotive Cost Realty 10 of Wayne Tessine looking for second, and he's got it. The back straightaway, Scott Gunn on the roll on the outside, has to back out of it. A close call between him and the 63 of Ralph Hysong Jr., but Gunn's got her moving up on the high side, at least off the second turn. Kugel leads, Tessine is second, Broniszewski third, Hysong, Gunn, and Matika are next in line. Scott Gunn in car 14G, watch him fly off that second turn. He's in the Alex Ferree group. He's up to fourth. Coming around for the halfway point, 4 laps to go. 4 to go. Larry Kugel leading, Wayne Tessine second, and up close to the wall there into turn 3. Car was pushing a bit. Hendrickson in the 19. First time here, and looks like he lost the motor. He takes the car into the pits. Coming around for the white flag. 1 lap to go. Larry Kugel, the Penfield Contracting Z-Rod in front. Battle for third. The 28 of Jeff Broniszewski, the 14G of Scott Gunn. Russ Matika close fifth in the 17M. Ralph Hysong Jr. has dropped out in the 63 car. Checkered flag is waving for Larry Kugel. Wayne Tessine second. Jeff Broniszewski third. Scott Gunn gets fourth, and Russ Matika fifth. Unofficially getting married on the front straightaway here on Friday night, September the 17th. It's part of the Pittsburgh weekend. Yeah, you come to the races that night and you get to be a part of the wedding. Danny's going to tie the knot right on the front stretch at 7:45. Races will start at 8. Practice will start for the late models that night at 6:30. Dave Kremaneker in the 3D, the one of Neil Eisminger, 45, Pat Weldon. Frankie Schneider in the Mach 5, Charlie DiLoretto in the 11, A.J. Poljak in the 36, and it's Stacy White in car 55. Between Awatala, Frankie Schneider, and Danny Rich, one of the better ones you'll see. For the lead, Dale Robinson in the 1R, the Danimal, Danny Rich in the 67X. Neil Eisminger in the Eisminger's Pennzoil 1 in third. Frankie Schneider in the Mach 5 moving to fourth. Pat Weldon, the 45, is fifth. Eisminger to the outside trying to move by the 1R, Dale Robinson for second. Robinson has really improved too. He in his rookie season in the Schneider Truck Spectator stocks. Pair of ones battling for that runner-up spot right now as the Danimal, Danny Rich, continues to set the pace, and Dave Kremaneker in the 3D spins, and they all get behind. The three black cars dodged each other over there in turns 1 and 2. The 11 of Charlie DiLoretto, 55 Stacy White, and the 3 of Dave Kremaneker. 3 laps down now, 5 to go, 5 to go. Neil Eisminger edging ahead of Darrell Robinson for second. Frankie Schneider is still fourth. Pat Weldon, the 45, is fifth. Halfway, folks, halfway. Neil Eisminger dives to the inside, trying to make a run at Danny Rich for the lead. Robinson still third, Schneider is fourth, and Weldon fifth. The Mugshot Sports Bar, Advanced Auto Parts 67X out in front. To Sam's Place. Eisminger's Pennzoil 1 runs second. Darrell Robinson in the 1R is still third. Frankie Schneider closing in behind him in the Mach 5 in fourth. 2 laps to the finish, 2 to go. Eisminger able to run a little bit of a lower line through the turns and hasn't really lost any ground while doing that. The Danimal beats him down the bank chute by car length. Frankie Schneider closing on Darrell Robinson for third with 1 to go. 1 to go. Coming to the checkered flag, Danny Rich in the 67X, the 1 of Neil Eisminger. Off the floor turn. Danny will win it. The Danimal wins it. Eisminger second, Robinson third, Schneider fourth, and Pat Weldon fifth. Next heat race will be again in the Schneider Trucks in Eisminger and the 0 of Dave Greenewald. Coming up next will be our amateur strictly stock 10-lap feature, followed by the Calusi Chevrolet Parade. Awatala out in front in car 00. Rich Appolito in the 77X challenging the 10 of Fred Schneider for second. Wide for fourth down the backstretch, 2 wide for second into 3. Let the fun and games begin as they race through 3 and 4. They're still 3 wide for fourth coming off the fourth turn. Dave Greenawald in the 0 now edging ahead of the 3 of Doug Foster and the 56 of Frank Schneider Sr. Lou Lamonti in the 13 joins the mix as well. Halfway. To the white flag. Al Attala looking to sew up the 1999 track title in the Schneider Truck Spectator Stocks. 1 lap to go. Checkered flag out for Al Attala. Capo, the 77 of Mike Mixter. 21 Butch Black, the 55 of Mike McKee, the 18 of Bobby Seaman, and 3 wins in a row for Tony Sinecrope in the 31. He'll start last. Hoover Racing, Eismiger's Pennzoil, and G&L Racing Supply. General admission gates will open at 6. We'll have practice for the M-Stall Modifieds and Stars Late Models as well. Adult general admission is $6. Kids under 12 are free. $1,000 to win. Mark it down and plan to be here just 2 weeks from the Pittsburgh 100. Calusi Chevrolet night, and away go the amateur Strictly Stocks, and whoa, Bob Schwartzmiller in the 28 and the 77 of Mike Mixter are hooked together. They separate just as we were set to get a bucket of water. Jason Fosnaught leads. The 55 of Mike McKee is going for the lead on the outside, and Tony Sinecrope, who started last, he's down on the inside, and there goes Tony. Jason Fosnaught of the 19 also spins. Whoa, Bobby Seaman, and your leader spins. They're spinning everywhere. The green is still out. Green is still out. Now the caution is out. Set of flags just like the ones Greg Wheeling uses here at Pittsburgh. How about that? Bill Capo in the 51 takes the lead. It's Mike Mixter in the 77. 21 Butch Black. Bob Schwartzmiller in the 28. Mike McKee in the 55. Bill Capo with the early lead here. Oh, they're getting high. They're getting high. Whoa! Boom! 4, 5. Oh, look out, Bobby Seaman. He still makes it through the middle. The green is still out. Oh, now the yellow is out. Okay. Oh, these amateur stocks, you can tell they've been racing for a while now. They're getting braver and braver. 024-113. Here we go again. No go. No go. The guys were going a little early. Want to start at the cone. They were going over in turn 4. Hey, they're wrecking already and the caution's out.
Hold on, guys.
Slow down, Tony. Green is out. Hopefully to stay. 8 laps remaining for the amateur strictly stocks. Bill Capo still leads in the 51. Bob Schwartzmiller in the 28 second. Mike McKee, who was in that first lap scrape, is back up to 3rd. Mike Mixer in the 77 4th. Tony Sinecrope in the 31 is now 5th. Uh-oh, I got a wall banger. Mike Mixter in the 77 looked like it was going to be worse than it actually was. And Mike McKee in the 55 takes the lead. This is probably the widest racetrack in the state of Pennsylvania, and I don't know that it's wide enough. These guys are using it all up here. Mike McKee leads, Bill Capo 2nd, Bob Schwartzmiller 3rd, then Tony Sinecrope 4th now. Mike Mixter is 5th in the 77. Sinecrope in the 31 goes to 3rd. Bill Capo in the 51 really starting to smoke pretty bad. So is the 77 of Mike Mixter. Mike McKee with a big lead here. Still a long way to go. Coming around to complete lap 5. 5 more laps remaining. Sinecrope in the 31 goes to 2nd as Capo will lose at least 1 spot. Bob Schwartzmiller in the 28 also trying to pass Bill Capo's 51. The halfway point. Whoop, forced him up into the wall a little bit. Mike Mixer mustn't have liked that very much because he turned around Mr. Schwartzmiller in the 2nd turn. Caution for debris and the 28 of Bob Schwartzmiller. Green is back out, 5 laps to go. Tony Sinecrope goes for the lead in turn 1. And Mike McKee will try to come back underneath him, but it's Sinecrope in front, looking for his 4th win in a row. He's come from the back a couple of times in this shortened field. Tony goes into 3 on the outside pretty high. He's up close to the wall, and Mike McKee's got the lead back with 2 laps to go. Bill Capo in striking distance in 3rd. Bobby Seaman in the 18 is 4th. Bob Schwartzmiller in the 28 5th. McKee still leads now. White flag as Tony Sinecrope goes back in front. Mike McKee's miscue. is out. Tony Sinecrope, 1 lap to go. Bill Capo second, Bobby Seaman in the 18 third. 28 Bob Schwartzmiller, the 55 of Mike McKee. Key on the outside of Schwartzmiller into turn 3. 3 cars battling for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Your leader, Tony Sinecrope, up high. He'll hold on for the win. All right, let's talk Tony Sinecrope. Congratulations, the 4th one in a row, but that one you certainly had to work a little harder for than some of the others.
Yeah, first I thought it was a demolition derby.
You guys were scattered about everywhere.
It was rough. Side of my car's looking real rough.
What?
That bumper.
Well, I think everybody got a piece of everybody there the first couple of laps.
It was rough. There was a lot of contact going on, that's for sure.
Everybody settled down. Did you think it was ever going to end?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
You and Mike had a real good battle going there the last few laps. Then I think his car got a little hot and he got in his water, I think.
Yeah, I passed him, he passed me, and then he got sideways, and I luckily got around him. That was close.
Congratulations. Get to start at last again next week.
That's fine.
All right, congratulations, Tony. There's a plaque for the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club, and you'll get another plaque for your win. Congratulations. Tony Sinecrope, folks, your winner in the Amateur Strictly Stocks. We are ready to go. 25 laps. Lou Bradish on the pole in the 5. 35 Mike Cecere starts second. 67 Rick Dawson. 55 Bill Nepper. 9C Doug Crawford. 4 Alex Ferree. The 4 of Ed Ferree. 77 Rick Heim. 04 Mark Bernal. 1Z Jimmy Zarin. 09 John Flinner. 1K Jim Kudus. 84 Doug Dodd. 15 Nick Jones. 99 Ricky Thomas. 99 Ben Miley. 14 Roddy Exposito. The 6 of Jim Lepro. 64 Andy Catellus. 44 Mark Motes. 88 Tom Bateman. 33 Butch D'Antonio. The 8 of Russ Colasar. The 7 of Ed Dunn. Here they come into turn 4. At the cone they go, and the green is out. Into turn 1, it's Bradish with the lead. Cecere is second, Dawson third, Nepper to fourth. Alex Ferree runs fifth into turn 3. Wreck up in turn 3, wreck up in turn 3. The 88 of Tom Bateman up against the wall. The caution is out. Bradish has been the lead. On the gas, the green is out. Bradish puts it right up on the wall. Cecere second, Dawson third, Nepper fourth. Alex Ferree runs fifth. Ed Ferree in the 4 car moving on the inside, picks up Doug Crawford and his son Alex. And we got another crash. Another crash. This time the 77 of Rick Heim and the 99 of Ben Miley are the 2 cars. Also, here we go again. Off the fourth turn, the green is out. Bradish continues to lead. Sear second, Dawson third by a half a car length, a full car length now, never than Alex Ferree, and now Ed Ferree back in sixth. This is where he made up his ground the last time, down on the inside of the racetrack in turn 4. He moves by Bill Nepper. Alex Ferree challenging Rick Dawson for third. Both the Ferrees, son and father, looking strong. Alex Ferree on the outside and moves to third down the backstretch around the 67 of Rick Dawson. Lou Bradish is your leader. Mike Sear running second. Alex Ferree closing in there in third. Dawson is fourth. Ed Ferree fifth. Nepper is sixth. Zarin, Crawford, Binal, Thomas, and Dodd. Medical Center brace 5 of Lou Bradish opening up a big lead here in the early going. Coming around to complete lap number 5. Ed Ferree now challenging Rick Dawson for 4 through turns 3 and 4. Ferree right down on the inside of the racetrack will make the pass. Doug Crawford, Bill Nepper, and Jim Zarin have a battle going into turn number 1 for about 6th spot. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, but all right behind them in the 04. Bradish is pulling away again in 5. The Medical Center brace 5. Mike Sear still second. Alex Ferree close to the wall, closer than normal that time. He'll drop back to fourth. His father Ed moves to third. Ed Ferree up to third. His son Alex now in fourth. Trying to take the third spot back from his dad in turn 4. Can't do it. Half a straightaway still for Bradish. The TD Sports Lounge, Gills Cafe 35 of Mike Sear running second. Eight laps down, 8 down. Caution is out, caution is out. Here we go again, 8 down, 17 to go. Bradish and Sear bring the field off of 4. Sear stays a little closer this time as they head into turn number 1. Alex Ferree, we got a spin. Mark Binal in the 04 spins around. And a bunch of cars gathered up over there. But all in the 04 got around. The 1K of Jim Kudus, 15 Nick Jones is over there. As we'll go to the back of the field. Here they come off the fourth turn. Green is out. Bradish close to the wall in turn 2. Ferree makes a run off the second turn. It's still Bradish in front. Ferree second. Dawson is now third. Alex Ferree fourth, and Jim Zarin to fifth. Ed Ferree following Lou Bradish off the fourth turn as they both run the low side of the racetrack. Right up there when he hits it right. He is bad fast in that second turn. Jimmy Zarin trying to take fourth away from Alex Ferree. Alex looked to be so fast earlier. Now trying to hold on to fourth. $15 laps to go. Ed Ferree a little closer this time than he was the last lap, within 2 car lengths of the leader. Bradish wins the horsepower battle at the end of the straightaway. Ed Ferree trying to run a better groove through the turns, and he is wow. Did he catch up to Bradish quick that time in turn 4? Ferree putting the pressure on Bradish now into turn number 1. It's Bradish off the second turn with the lead. Ferree staying right with him now. Dawson is third. Alex Ferree fourth, and Jimmy Zarin fifth. Ferree trying the outside of Bradish in turn 4. Here he comes off the fourth turn on the outside. Down the front straightaway, Ferree takes the lead. Bradish now will try to take up the chase of Ferree, who looks to be getting better and better the more heat he gets into those tires. Dawson third, Alex Ferree fourth, Zarin fifth, Dodd is up to 6th, Crawford 7th, Nepper 8th, Thomas runs 9th, and Mark Moats right now is 10th in car 44, then Flinner and Banal. Nick Jones pitting in car 15, past the halfway points. Free a little better right there in the middle of 3 and 4. That was where he was the fastest compared to Bradish. Coming around for 10 laps to go. The next time there'll be 10 to go as Alex Free now starts to pressure Ricky Dawson for 3rd. Jimmy Kudas pitting in car 1K. Kudas to the pits in the 1K as Doug Crawford and Doug Dodd battle it out for the 6th spot here. Dodd in the 84 and Crawford in the 9C. Dodd's got the quarter panel really crinkled up on the right side of the 84. Still runs in the 6th spot. And maybe not for long as Crawford motors by, or does he in turn 3? Less than 10 laps to go. Less than 10 laps to go. Free will be closing in on some lap traffic here very shortly. Done in the 7th. Some anxious moments in turn 4 as the leaders close in. Faria half a straightaway behind some thick traffic here. Bradish still 2nd, Dawson 3rd, Alex Free 4th, Jim Zarin 5th, Crawford 6th, Dodd 7th, Nepper 8th, Thomas 9th, and Mark Banal and John Flinner racing for 10th. Faria now right on the back of the pack here. 6 laps to go, 6 to go. Looking for his first win this season. Has not been a great 1999 for Ed Free here at Pittsburgh. After winning 3 times last year. Into turn 1, Free on the outside of Ricky Heim, putting him a lap down. Alex Free continues to pressure Ricky Dawson for 3rd. And Doug Crawford now challenging Jim Zarin for 5th. Here comes Free, the traffic in front of him, but he's still got a half a straight lead with 5 to go. Ed Dunn has pitted in car 7. Ed Dunn pitting in car 7. 2 wide in front of Free. Now they're single file. Ed gets by the 8 of Russ Colasar into turn number 3. The Free Chevrolet Franklin Racing Supply. Cars and Credit number 4. 3 laps away from the win. Bradish 2nd, Dawson 3rd, Alex Free 4th, and Doug Crawford is flying out there in the 9C. He is up to 5th and not far away from 4th and 3rd here. Watch the Fathead Saloon, Martin's Auto Gallery 9C of Crawford. He could end up as high as 4th or 3rd. 2 to go, 2 to go. Clear racetrack for your leader, Ed Free. Crawford challenging Alex Free for 4th in turn 1, the battle for 4th. Doug Crawford making the pass in turn number 2. He's up to 4th. Dawson in front of him in 3rd. Ed Free's lead now almost a full straightaway over Lou Bradish with 1 lap to go, 1 to go. Down the back straightaway, the Free Chevrolet Franklin Racing Supply, Cars and Credit number 4 out of Saxonburg. His first win of '99 at Pittsburgh, Ed Free. Lou Bradish gets 2nd. Rick Dawson 3rd, Doug Crawford 4th, and Alex Free 5th. Credit, Butler pre-owned Franklin Racing Supply number 4, rocket chassis with a drain spec engine under the hood. We'll bring him up here on the victory stage, get his thoughts. How about a nice hand as he climbs out? Ed Ferree, your late model winner tonight. His first win, as we said, of the campaign. Son Alex and he were really going at it early on. And then once he got to second, was able to get up to Lou Bradish on the restart and really took off there in the second half of the 25-lapper. We knew you needed the exercise ahead. Congratulations that you finally got it this year. It hasn't been the best of years for you, but perseverance, it paid off.
Boy, that's for sure. I'd sure like to thank God for one thing, the Lord, and I'd like to thank all you fans, because I'd pretty much decided that I just wasn't going to get one this year. I mean, we've been struggling, changing setups on the car, and I finally got something that I think I'll like. This hat, I'm not sure who adjusted it for me, but they must have thought I was going to have an awful big head when I got out of the car, because it's way too big for me right now.
Well, I tell you, you started about 7th or 8th, and you and Alex really went at it the first 10 laps or there, and then you got up to second when Mike dropped out. Did you think it was going to be you or Alex? Were you worried about your son?
I've been worried about him a lot. You know, the funny part is I set both cars up. I set his up, I set mine up, and they're basically identical, the setups. The only thing that could have made this any better would have been if Alex was second and I was first. But next week, he can be first and I'll be second. How about that?
All right, well, Lou Bradish had a pretty good lead, but once you got on him in the restart, your car just seemed to get better and better the longer you ran.
Well, Lou, I think he was running real high up here against the cushion in 1 and 2, and the cushion just started going away for him. I had that same thing happen to me when I was running low a couple weeks ago. I was real good down there, and some of the other guys saw me do it. They moved down and took the bottom away, so there was nothing there. I come up from, I don't remember where I started, 9th or something, come up to 2nd or 3rd, and then ended up back in 5th, I think.
Your buddy Art Smiley said for me to ask you what he said, or what he told you.
Art said, I haven't won one for a while. I'm about due. So I only need you to do that one more time, Art, and I think that's around the 19th of September.
Well, you were the fast qualifier for the Penn National 100, and I guess other than tonight, that's probably been the other highlight, so maybe you can tune her in for the big race again.
Well, I hope so. We did change motors. I had a high horsepower motor in before, and I went to a spec motor with the bigger spoiler because that seemed to be the way to go, but I did have the higher horsepower motor in when I set fast time. And really, we weren't running bad there. I really felt good about that because you got the guys that race for a living 3-4 nights a week, and you run against them and you set fast time, and I don't know, we were running 4th, 5th, something like that, but when you can do that against those guys, you got to feel pretty good.
All right, one more thing, you got to pick the winning 50-50 number tonight.
Okay.
Digging deep, digging deep.
Which one of you guys up there want this ticket? Here, let me see it. I'll do it. Okay, it's 864, which probably everybody's is. 5178 are the last 4 numbers. 5178.
864-5178. Congratulations, Ed. He's got to go get his victory taken with the folks from Calusi. Oldest Chevrolet dealership right off of I-79 in Bridgeville. Todd Sorenzi in the Todd's Automotive 02 in front. The Todd's Auto Body 02. The Medical Center Brace 5 of George Kowatic. Robert Freshour third in the 83, then the 8 of Tom Schoenhofer, 476 Dave Wade fifth. 64 Chuck Mowry looks like he's headed for the pit. Schoenhofer in the 8 moving to third. Now, oh, and a spin. The 2 of Brian Laraway spins, and he's hit head on by and up and over and back down. The 55 of Willie White hitting the 2 of Brian Laraway, who almost rolled over. He got way up on his side, came back down on all 4 wheels. Laraway getting sideways right in front of a bunch of cars, and Willie White in the 55 with nowhere to go. 84, Jim Steffens also back there. Brian Laraway climbing out of his car. He is okay. Climbs out of the car. How ironic, that is one of Ed Ferree's former late models. 18 laps to go here on Calusi Chevrolet night. Green is out. Todd Sorrenzia still leads in the Todd's Auto Body 0-2. They're bunched up. Schernhofer in the 8 tries the outside of the 5 of Kowalik. No room there. Dives down in front of the 25 of Dobrzyszewski. That could have been real bad. Sorrenzia out in front, but maybe not for long. Robert Freshour goes by for the lead. Weirton, West Virginia's Robert Freshour is your new leader. The Zaslook Automotive and Performance 83. P&G Chevy Olds also sponsors as Schernhofer hits the wall in the 8 car. Schernhofer Welding, Kangaroo's Lounge, or Kangaroo's Outback Cafe, Jones RV Sales 8 of Tom Schernhofer. Trying to drive that car back into the pit area. A lot of work to do there. 3 laps are down. Robert Freshour leads the way. Todd Sorrenzia is second. Dave Wade now third in car 76. Then it's the 5 of George Kowalik and the 25 of Len Dobrzyszewski. Pittsburgh, Pete Loria runs 6th. John Pavlik 7th. Brandon Waring is 8th. Jim Steffens 9th. And John Hodgkiss 10th. Way trying to overhaul Todd Sorrenzia for a second as they race down the front chute. Sorrenzia now has opened up a little bit of daylight in second over the 76 of Dave Wade. George Kowalik's 5 is 4th. The 25 of Len Dobrzyszewski 5th. Not much change going on. Loria trying to move by the 25 of Len Dobrzyszewski for 5th. They battle into turn number 1. Todd Sorrenzia up high off the 4 turn in the 0-2. Scrubbing off a lot of speed in that second spot as Dave Wade now goes to the inside in turn 1. got a spin in turn 2 right at the entrance to the back straightaway. The 69 of John Hotchkiss brings out the caution. 69 John Hotchkiss brings out the caution. Laps to go. Robert Freshour looking for his second win of the season. He brings the field back to speed. Pittsburgh Pete slides up in front of the 5 of George Kowatic, who moves back underneath him down the backstretch. The battle is on there for 4th and 5th now as Dobrashowski joins the mix of the 25. Dave Wade gets the second spot in the Tiger Machine and Manufacturing Specialty Turbine 76. Pittsburgh Pete now in the Quaker Steak and Lube 11, putting the pressure on the Todd's Auto Body 02 Todd Sorrenzia for 3rd. Pete Loria moving to 3rd in car 11. Six laps to go, 6 to go. The Zaslook Automotive and Performance, P&G Chevy Olds. 83 of Robert Freshour with the Yingling Lager. Queensbury Product 76 of Dave Wade trying to run him down. Looks like he may be making some progress. 5 laps to go. Imperial Tire and Automotive. Century 3 Dodge, Quaker Steak and Lube 11 of Pete Loria's 3rd. The Rough Cut Slim Jim Sub Express 25 of Len Dobrashowski trying to challenge the Todd's Auto Body 02 Todd Sorrenzia for 4th. Dobie down on the inside in that 4th turn. And he'll make the pass. Dave Wade is closing in a bit on Robert Freshour. Just 3 laps to go, though. 3 to go. Two more laps, 2 to go. White flag waving the final lap. Robert Freshour a lap away from win number 2 on the year. Zaslook Automotive and Performance, P&G Chevy Olds 83 out of Weirton, win number 2 in the limited lates to Robert Freshour. Dave Wade 2nd, Pittsburgh Pete Loria 3rd, Len Dobrashowski 4th, and Todd Sorrenzia gets 5th. But he also has had a ton of DNFs, a lot of bad nights as well. And this will make up for some of that. How about a nice hand, folks? Bob Freshour. He gets his 2nd win of the season in the limited late models. Makes the run onto the victory stage. You're glad to see me. I was just telling the folks, you've had some bright spots and some bad spots this year. It's been one extreme to the other.
If it hasn't been off and on, it hasn't been nothing. I tell you, if we're running, we finish. If we don't, well, we don't, you know. But tonight was fantastic.
The car was really good.
Oh, it felt pretty good. I didn't think it was that good, but man, it was restarting good and stuff, so I figured we might win this, you know.
Well, you got away from that. I don't know where you were at when all that happened on the first lap. Were you behind it, in the middle of it, or were you ahead of it?
I must have been ahead of it. I had no idea what happened. I saw Jimmy got took out, and, well, I was glad I wasn't in it for a change, you know.
Change, you're right. It hasn't been the best of year, but I think when you win a couple of races, it makes you forget about some of those bad nights.
Oh, man, it's nothing but a memory now.
Yeah. Who do you want to thank?
Well, I want to thank, of course, all my sponsors and my crew for putting up with me. But I want to dedicate this one. My dad's in the hospital, had bypass surgery. He couldn't be with us tonight. He wanted to be, but this is almost as good. And at least I get to call him and tell him we won.
He'll be pretty happy when he hears that phone call.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Go get your picture taken with the folks from Calusi Chevrolet and the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club. Bob Freshour. All right, good talking to you, too. Your winner tonight in the limited late models. Install plumbing, heating, and air conditioning modifieds. Of Rich Stifler and the 44 of Dennis Niederreiter. And it looks like everyone's going to continue on. DJ Miller has got the lead in car 16. Wayne Tessine right now running second in turn 4. 13 Jim Plans third, 84 Jim Petrell fourth, 28 Jeff Broniszewski fifth. And the two cars that were together in turn 1 are both going to the pits. 44 Dennis Niederreiter and the 11 of Rich Fuzzy Stifler. 3 wide in that battle for fourth into turn number 3. Scott Gunn on the inside in the 14G. DJ Miller leading. Wayne Tessine second. Off the wall is the 67 of Bobby Bongiorni. He's got a right front tire flat, I believe, and he's not careful. He may hit the wall again. He does slow it down in turn 1. Tessine in the 10 trying the outside of race leader DJ Miller. Larry Kugel, who started back in 12th now, challenging for 4th and 3rd. Off of 4, Kugel puts the 0 to 3rd. Miller leads. Tessine is second. Kugel is 3rd now. Russ Matika challenging Jim Plans for 4th. DJ Miller trying to hold off track champion Wayne Tessine, with Larry Kugel closing into the 0. 10 laps to go. The 40 of John Mirago in the pits. Mirago in the 40 to the pits. '44 Dennis Niederreiter back in the pits. Kugel continues to close on the front 2 cars. Russ Matika running 4th in the 17M. Broniszewski is 5th in the 28, then Scott Gunn in the 14, and Jim Plants in the 13. Tessine trying to drop to the inside off the second turn, makes a bid for the lead down the backstretch, and there he goes. Wayne Tessine moves by for the lead. DJ Miller second, and look at Larry Kugel moving into zero down on the low side of the racetrack. Halfway, 7 laps to go. Kugel into zero, challenging DJ Miller now for second as Wayne Tessine leads. Russ Matika is fourth, Jeff Broniszewski fifth. 6 laps to go. Kugel on the inside off of turn 2, challenging DJ for second down the backstretch. Tessine now pulling away. Kugel still stuck in third. Miller is second. Four more laps to go. Kugel and DJ Miller side by side for second. Miller holds them off again. Two more laps to go. 2 more laps to go. Wayne Tessine looking for win number 10 of the season. Two laps to go. For second continues as they come to the white flag. Larry Kugel puts his nose into second as they race into turn 1. Tessine leads by straightaway. Kugel comes from 12th to second. Miller is third now. Matika fourth and Broniszewski fifth. Winning his second straight track championship tonight, win number 10 for Wayne Tessine. Let's talk to Wayne Tessine, your M-Stall Modified winner for the 10th time this year. Win number 10 on Calusi Chevrolet Pittsburgh Circle Track Club night. Congratulations. Welcome to the victory stage. Win number 10 in your second straight track championship.
Yeah, this is great. I just can't, I never, last year we won 8 features and I thought that was great. Now to win 10 is just, it's just more than I expected. Everybody on our team and everybody that's helped us, my family, my in-laws, my wife, everything's been great. Every night, you know, we've not had any DNFs. Car's been exceptional and everything went great.
You and or DJ led it for a long time, and you were sort of, I don't know if you could go inside or outside. Were you kind of worried there? But once you got by him, you were able to pull away.
He was running good. I know he come down with a spec motor now too, and everything. He looked like he was going good, and I could see we was better in different spots. And was just trying to find the right spot to get clear by him. So.
Once you got in front, you took off. Larry came quickly to third, but he looked like he might have had some for the two, but he took a long time getting by DJ too, and by then you had things pretty well in command.
That's good. Thanks.
Congratulations on your second championship too, Wayne.
Thanks a lot.
Wayne to senior winner tonight on Calusi Chevrolet. Pittsburgh Circle Track Club night. Junior. And then we've got 0 Dave Greenewald, 1 Ardero Robinson, 77X Rich Appolito, 1 Neil Eisminger, 67X the Danny Rich, 00 Al Attala, 11 Charlie DiLoretto, 13 Lou Lamonti, 55 Stacy White, Kenny Eisminger in the 52, 3D Dave Kermaniker in the 16 of Jack Short. Doug Foster leads. Badwell in the 45 has his nose in second as they race into turn 4. They're 3 wide for third. 2 Schneiders and a pole jack. Still Doug Foster, then Pat Weldon and Frankie Schneider Jr. Frank Schneider Sr. is 4th. Darrell Robinson, A.J. Poljak, and Fred Schneider battling behind them. Fred Schneider in the 10. 1 Ardero Robinson, wheel to wheel for 5th in turn 4. Doug Foster leads the way. Pat Weldon is 2nd, and Frankie Schneider Jr. 3rd. Alex Allen, Danny Rich, who started back in the 6th row, still well back in the field. A lot of good cars. A lot of side-by-side racing in the middle of that pack. 3 wide for about 8th. Frank Schneider Jr. puts the Mach 5 to the inside in turn 4. Trying to pass the 45 of Pat Weldon for 2nd as they race into turn number 1. Schneider in the Mach 5 up into the 2nd spot. Was 2nd last week in that thrilling finish to Al Attala. Still Doug Foster, but Frankie Schneider closing in. 10 laps to go in the Schneider Truck Spectator Stocks. Here comes Frankie Schneider challenging for the lead in turn 4. It's going to be Doug Foster, your leader, with Schneider right behind him, and then Pat Weldon. Frank Schneider Sr. is 4th, and Fred Schneider 5th. 3 Schneiders in the top 5 in the Schneider Truck Spectator Stocks. Doug Foster trying to hold off Frankie Schneider as we head into the middle stages of this 15-lap feature. Frankie again, he's pretty good down on the low side, pulling alongside of Foster down the front stretch. It's a drag race into turn 1 for the lead. Our wheel-to-wheel in 2 still. Doug Foster now buying nose down the backstretch with Pat Weldon closing in the 45 as we come to the halfway point. This is where Frankie Schneider's been the best, right here in turn 4. He'll pull even again as they race off of 4 down the front straightaway. What a battle we've got going. 2 laps side by side. Hard to tell who's leading that one. At the halfway point, 7 laps to go. With them battling side by side for the lead, they're closing in behind them. Schneider now trying to nose in front as they race into 3. Frank Schneider Jr. makes the pass in turn 4. Doug Foster and Pat Weldon right behind him in turn number 1. Frank Schneider Sr. is 4th. Neil Eisminger is on the move in the 1 car. Eisminger up to 5th. Fred Schneider is 6th. Al Attala is 7th. Danny Rich 8th. Dave Greenewald 9th. Darrell Robinson in the 1R is 10th. And the 77X of Rich Appolito. Neil Eisminger trying to take 4th away from the 56 of Frank Schneider Sr. And he does in turn 2. Less than 5 laps to go. 4 laps to go, 4 to go. Neil Eisminger trying to get 3rd here. He is on the move all of a sudden. Al Attala and Danny Rich trying to march forward as well. Now just outside the top 5 of the G00 and the 67X. Frank Schneider Jr. pulling away here in the Mach 5, the Schneider Excavator, the Schneider Trucking Black Electric B&D Manufacturing Mach 5, looking for his 4th win of the season. Hasn't won since June the 26th. Neil Eisminger now 3rd. Pressuring the 3 of Doug Foster for 2nd. Look at Al Attala and Danny Rich closing in here in the 00 and the 67X. Eisminger working that low side in the Eisminger's Pennzoil. Sam's place 1. Wheel to wheel with Doug Foster for 2nd as Al Attala and Danny Rich move by Frank Schneider Sr.'s 56. This is going to get real interesting here the last couple of laps. 1 to go, 1 to go. Neil Eisminger moves to 2nd. Frank Schneider Jr. leads. Doug Foster is 3rd. Al Attala and Pat Weldon are wheel to wheel for 4th. Then it's Danny Rich and Frank Schneider Sr. Frank Schneider Jr.'s lead is shrinking. Final lap, the Danimal going for it on the outside in the 67X. Neil Eisminger closing on your leader, Frank Schneider Jr. Look at the Danimal rolling up high. Off of 4. Frank Schneider Jr. will win it. Eisminger 2nd, Foster 3rd, Rich 4th, and Weldon 5th. To watch tonight wasn't too bad either. I think we had about 6 or 7 guys battling for the lead tonight. Frankie Schneider, congratulations on getting the win. It's been a while, since June the 26th, but man, you guys put on a heck of a show. You guys really put a race on. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, last week I thought I was going to win. I thought it was a little unfair, but, you know, he beat me, and so I guess I redeemed myself a little bit by winning it tonight.
You got the lead and it looked like you were pulling away, but the last 5 laps, was the car going away from you, or you were just playing a little safe?
Look at the motor, it's smoking. I blew number 6 out last week. Fuzzy and everybody helped me get it together. Matter of fact, Fuzzy put a carburetor on this car. And I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody wants to build a pure stock, they got to get Fuzzy to build the carburetors, because I tell you right now, it was unbelievable.
Well, you look good, and I tell you, it was going to be, you won it, but I tell you, they were really ganging up on you, and I'm sure you were glad it wasn't going any longer.
Well, truthfully, yeah, the car was starting to go away. I had no power down the straightaways. Even Greg come down and said, man, I heard it popping. He said, good thing you took it when you did.
Well, I'll tell you, you guys put on a heck of a show. It's from side-by-side racing that's hard to beat anywhere. Can you guys win the Pure Stock Invitational? Somebody from this track, are you guys going to beat the outsiders?
I don't want to say this and sound conceited, but somebody from PMS is going to stomp them boys from other tracks.
All right, Frankie, go get your picture taken with the folks from Calusi and Pittsburgh Circle Track Club. Frankie Schneider wins tonight. Thank you all for coming, and of course we'll be back here next week with the regular show. All the track titles decided except for the limited late models. Limited late model track championship on the line next Saturday. And then 2 weeks, get ready for the Pittsburgher weekend.